You guys, it's day 4 of the sugar diet. I'm speaking a little low. Wife and son are napping upstairs, but I gotta get this update in. Now, before we get into it, I've been releasing all these sugar diet videos, just pulling in some new people to my channel that are also either on the path or curious about the sugar diet. Let me back up a little bit, explain where I'm coming from and what I've done prior to the sugar diet and what I do in general. So I am a online and in-person coach, personal trainer. I've been coaching for 5 years. I've gained weight and lost weight multiple times over the last decade, and most recently I lost 60 pounds, got to 10% body fat, got pretty fucking lean, tracking macros. Just yesterday, while I was struggling through the sugar diet, which we're going to get into, I was laughing at myself thinking, why am I doing this? This is completely unnecessary. I am not someone that has failed with traditional means, or I'm not a person where normal ways of losing weight hasn't worked and I need like a magic pill or a magic system to make this work. I am a huge believer, practitioner, advocate of tracking macros, which I'm seeing that a lot of people in this world of sugar diet, especially Cole and Mark Bell, they hate tracking macros. They think it's like the worst thing ever. And for me, it's the most bulletproof, most precise way to get the body of your dreams. It's what I have my clients do. It's what I've had my own transformation on, that process. It's what I've had my clients' transformations been done on that process, tracking macros. It works. Is the implementation annoying, difficult, tedious? Is it hard to adhere to? For some people, yes. For some people, no. It was very easy for me because we did meal prep. It was the traditional bodybuilding bro style. I pretty much had the same meal every day. So it made it very, very easy. I didn't have that many hangups with that process. So here I am yesterday laughing to myself like, wait, why am I doing this in the first place? Like, if my goal is to get ripped, I can just do my normal shit. And after this process is over, because really I answer my own question as I'm talking to myself, which I like to do fairly often. I'm like, because this is an experiment, it's fun, it's hot on YouTube right now, it's hot on the internet, something new. Like I said in that very first video, something to focus on while I get this scapula fixed. Hey, check this out. I showed it the other day, but I figured out a new way to show how nasty this thing is. Look how much this pokes out. Ooh, look at that shit. Ooh. Some damn Skeletor action. So my left side's fucked up. Can't do a lot of my normal traditional lifting that I like to do, that I love to do. So this is giving me something to focus on, something to try while all that sorts itself out. It's like, hey, my lifting isn't going to be that exciting anyway. Let's just get fucking ripped. So that's why I'm doing it. That's what I do. Wanted to explain that to some new people. And it's very possible that this whole journey is going to completely fuck up my business model. Even more than my in-person training, my online coaching is setting up the macros, setting up a traditional weight loss or muscle gain plan with regular macros, regular foods, keeping the client accountable to that process. I set up their workouts. They have contact or access to me to contact 24/7, keep them on the plan, so on and so forth. So that's what I've been doing the last few years, is coaching macros, tracking my own macros, getting transformations from people, helping them get the body of their dreams, helping them lose weight. And now here I am doing this very out there, like magic pill type system, which a lot of people in the traditional lifting world, they hate this shit. They hate keto, they hate carnivore. They hate anything that's like, yeah, I got this special system. I was thinking about this last night. Tracking macros is kind of like where MMA is in the modern times. And then all these different styles is like the very beginning of UFC. If you're a UFC fan, You know what I'm talking about? Back in the day, it was like the karate guy versus the wrestler, or like the judo guy versus the taekwondo dude. Excuse me. That's them peaches right there. That's why I got all this energy, them damn peaches. So back in the day, it was like, what is your style? Like style versus style, right? What is your style? And now in modern times, it's like, we pretty much know the best way to attack the ground game. So pretty much everyone does that. You know, Muay Thai, boxing, like there's just like kind of a general, hey, this is the best way to strike and people up. So everyone kind of does that. You know what I mean? It's like, so tracking macros, I feel, is like the modern version of MMA, where it's like, hey, you have this amount of carbs, this amount of fats, this amount of proteins, which equals this amount of calories, and that is definitively going to get you a fantastic result. It's never not worked. I've never had a client honestly track their macros where I know they're telling the truth and them not get an amazing result. And then this other shit where it's like keto, carnivore, now the sugar diet, these are like the special styles, right? Or like the special ways to do it. And a lot of people in the lifting world, they don't like that shit. They're like, this is making it weird. Like, you don't need to do that. As I am enjoying this experiment of the sugar diet, I do feel the need to reiterate, this is 100% unnecessary. This is completely unnecessary. If you track your macros and can stick to that process, you will lose weight and look great. So I wanted to explain all that before we get into this sugar diet update. Almost 8 minutes in, here we go. So yesterday kind of fucked me up. My energy was very up and down. I made a few shorts where I'm all wide-eyed and excited and energetic, kind of like I am now. And it's kind of funny. I was like, yeah, the energy is so freaking crazy. Wah! And then an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I'd be like, kind of fading out, especially talking to clients. I even had to tell a few of them, like, hey, I'm kind of trying an experiment right now. Sorry if I seemed a little spacey, like conversational skills weren't there. For sure, my wife is done with this shit. I was like a space cadet when I got home yesterday and last night, could barely make conversation. Zoomed out before I freaked out and was like, let's scrap this whole thing. Can't function. Looked at my day, really was not hitting the salt, really was not going out of my way to add some sodium. Fairly confident that's what it was. And also, I've pretty much been going on no fat even when I have dinner. It's been the lean meat with the rice. I'm thinking some fatty meats, if not every night, at least a few nights a week, is going to be key so this brain gets what it needs, right? I mean, I've always talked about, yeah, fat for your brain function, fat for your hormones. And then everyone that's all excited about the sugar diet, it's like, you have fat on your body. As you're burning that fat, you'll get what you get from dietary fat. I'll be honest, I love me some bro science, but that's about as bro science as it gets. You don't need dietary fat, you have fat on your body. And that'll give you your brain function and your hormone profile. Like, and then when the fat's off your body, now you can eat fats again. That is some bro science shit. Maybe it's true. I haven't really looked into it. This is all very new. I kind of jumped headfirst into this instead of doing a ton of research and watching other people. I was so sold on it within minutes of hearing about it because I needed something to do. I'm like, fuck it, let's run it up. So I am figuring this out as I go along. Since I figured out that the salt was jacking me up, the lack of salt, I've added that every 2 to 3 hours. Feel much, much better today, as you can tell. And really what I want to update y'all on is the weight loss is freaking unbelievable with how many calories I'm consuming. I was thinking before doing this video, it's like day 4 update. I was like, what else would that even make sense with? If I was like tracking macros, just traditional stuff, day 4 update, there really wouldn't be much to update. There would not be much to talk about. If I started a new workout split, push-pull legs, day 4 update, there would not be much to discuss. It's so early. But with this damn sugar diet, there is something new to report every 24 fucking hours. Like new things are happening. New things are happening on the scale. I'm discovering new ways to make it better. So this is freaking crazy. Last night, I just kept eating. I just kept eating. So I'm not doing sugar fasts yet. I might do some towards the end just to like, hey, let's get this last bit off, within the next 72 hours and get freaking peeled as fuck. I might do that towards the end. Right now, I'm doing what I'm understanding as the sugar diet, where it's pure sugar from when I wake up till about 5 p.m. And then for dinner, I have a massive meal, a ton of rice, a ton of protein, a ton of chicken, a ton of shrimp. I believe I'm going to start throwing in a couple eggs too, some protein powder, some skim milk. So in a way, it's like OMAD, but with a ton of sugar and obviously carbs, because those will always go hand in hand all day long. And then you have like a normal solid meal at the end of the day. But that solid meal also has guidelines like little to no fat, right? So that's the system I'm doing. So last night, I have double the rice from what I was doing the first 2 days, even more meat. I made multiple like dessert style protein shakes with strawberries, whole milk, protein powder. I made 2 of those back to back. I made my son a few things that he wasn't trying to have, so I'm like downing that. More yogurt, honey, a little bit of granola. So the fats were definitely higher than they were the first couple days. And I'm like, there is no freaking way that scale's gonna be lighter tomorrow. That's the way it's been every night. Every night I'm so bloated from my big meal. I'm like, there's no freaking way I'm gonna have weight loss in the morning. And every morning the scale has been down. For me, for coaching clients for years, for coaching myself for years on traditional eating plans, that is some unprecedented shit. On a regular eating plan, if I'm feeling full as fuck at night and I'm like, dude, there's no way you're gonna wake up lighter. It's usually true. Usually it means I'm gonna wake up heavier. Every morning, I'm waking up lighter and I'm going to bed full. I'm waking up starving. I'm waking up earlier before my alarm goes off, and I'm waking up starving because the whole magic of this system is that your metabolism goes through the roof. And then you eat more fruit and more sugar, so you're satiated, and then guess what that does? Revs up your metabolism even more. So you're hungry again. And then what do you do? You eat even more fruit and even more sugar. So you're not starving, but guess what that one does? It gets your metabolism revved up even more. It's unbelievable. It's like the food you're eating is increasing your ability to burn calories. That's fucking crazy. But on like an extreme otherworldly level that wouldn't exist if you were just eating normal food. It's because it's so fast. There's that hormone, I can't even remember what it's called right now, FGF21. I'll be shocked if I said that right on the first try. I think that is it, FGF21. And your metabolism just goes through the freaking roof. It gets cranked, and I am feeling that. Like I am really freaking hungry every couple hours. And I'm having like 300 to 500, maybe even 600 calories in pure sugar and fruit every few hours. If I was having that many calories in normal food every time I was hungry, and then also had a massive meal at night, that is not a weight loss plan at all. But when I'm doing it with this system, with pure sugar, every time I'm hungry, bang some more, have a body armor, have some apple juice, have some freaking mangoes, some peaches, some blueberries, some raspberries, some strawberries, cover it in honey, maple syrup. It's fucking working. Like it's crazy. And today was a rest day from lifting, so just an hour of steady state cardio. The appetite is kicked into high gear all day long. I'm feeling way better today. Energy levels are great. I have no doubt in my mind that tomorrow will be another new low weigh-in. It's getting to the point I think I'm gonna have to like incorporate a dirty cheat meal every 4 or 5 days, or it might come off too fast. It might come off too fast. This is freaking crazy. It's freaking crazy. What else can we get into? Output in the gym is surprisingly pretty fucking good, about what it would be normally, if not a little bit better. It is falling off earlier in the workout. Like, I would like for the endurance to carry me all the way till I decide the workout's over, but I've had a couple workouts. There go them peaches. Oh, peaches and cream hold the cream because of sugar all day. I would like the workout to be done when I say it's done, right? But it is a point where it's like, boom, it's peaks and valleys. It's interesting to me that Cole is so anti-caffeine because of the fake energy than the crash. I'll be honest, I have had more ups and downs on this plan than just eating normal and having my normal caffeine. Like, I don't really get a big caffeine crash where I'm like, oh man, I'm so tired now. I have had a few of those on this plan. Like, I definitely need to re-up or I start getting tired. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, performance in the gym, it kind of dies. So I need to, I guess, bring even more with me. I mean, I'm slamming a 500 calorie smoothie with a shit ton of carbs. I'm bringing a body armor with me. And then I'm going into my car to slam my juice that I brought with me for later. I'm like, no, I need it now. So I guess I need to bring 2 body armors, 2 juices. It's getting crazy. So I'm going to start doing that. We'll see how that goes with maintaining that performance in the gym. Definitely getting leaner. There have been a couple points in the day where my arms look like a little skinny, and I'm already a long, lanky bastard. It's been the bane of my existence ever since I got into training and physique stuff, is my long arms. So seeing them look skinny and weird different parts of the day kind of freaks me out. If this does end with like more muscle loss than I had when I did traditional weight loss with macros, cardio, and lifting, I'll probably be feeling some kind of way about that, but hopefully that doesn't happen. We'll just have to see. Let's do a little physique check before the video's over. So abs are getting a little more visible. I want to do these because I'm going to do these checks throughout this whole process, and we'll be able to see the difference in real time. Let's get a vacuum. Oh, big vacuum, little tricep vacuum combo. Ooh. Definitely getting a little leaner. Okay, so that's what I'm looking like on day 4. Gonna find out what I look like on day 5, on day 6, on day 7. I'm gonna keep this going. As brutal as yesterday was, glad I found the fixes, feeling good today. Stay tuned. Let's run this up in the comments. If you're also on the path, let me know how's it going. If you have any questions, ask away. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one.